Right now, the NBA is recognizing black-owned businesses in every NBA city, including Milwaukee. NBA.com featured 10 restaurants you should try. We have a QR code on the screen to see the full list while we chat with one of the business owners right now. Among the NBA's top 10 is Heaven's Table Barbecue at 55th and North in Milwaukee. And joining us this afternoon is its owner, Jason Austin. Jason, thank you so much for taking the time out here for us this afternoon. Talk about your passion for cooking barbecue. I know it goes back to your roots, watching your uncle and grandfather.
That's pretty much what it was. Started off as a greedy kid who, instead of playing, wanted to eat and learn how to cook, and just really turned into my passion. Later in life, I found out, this is something that I was really kind of born to do, and also that I can get up every day doing.
And talk about your vision for Heaven's Table, where you say everyone is invited to our table. Tell us about the vision and what goes into the name.
So what goes into the name is basically everyone is invited to the feast in heaven, and I didn't want my food to be for one particular person or people or whatever. Whoever is willing to come and try and wants to try, they're more than welcome and invited to come try what I was learned to taught how to cook.
And we see pictures of your family there. I was reading on your website. You want to be able to pass this this vision down to your sons as well.
Yeah. It's one of the things I wanted to make sure I did is left something for my children. Leaving a legacy or something like that is really, really big for me. And even if it's something that they don't want to do, they'll still be able to inherit something.
And talk about receiving this honor from NBA.com. They featured all of the NBA cities and 10 places they should try. Talk about the honor of making that top 10 list to be featured on a national stage.
Well, it was ironic because I didn't know a friend of mine who owns Belly's Bistro on the south side let me know we had went to lunch, and he said, you made the list. I thought he was lying to me, so I looked it up, and there it was. So, was kind of shocked, surprised, honored that the Bucks, and the relationship that I have with them and the things that they're doing, the NBA is doing to make recognition in the city.
And talk about how much the company, your business has grown. I know you were over in Crossroads Collective. You now have your own brick and mortar location. Talk about the future for Heaven's Table.
So there's a lot coming out soon about my story. We definitely started in the food hall. It was challenging at times, but we were very appreciative of the opportunity to put our product out there, which helped us build into this brand. And the future of Heaven's Table is actually doing more community work. We want to give back. We want to help those in need, those desiring that may want to cook or, figuring out what their dreams are. So our next step is to obviously grow, but we want to do more community service to give back.
And Jason, for some of our viewers who may not be familiar, this is not your first time on WISN 12. You're actually part of a group of guests that we put together for our Emmy Award-winning special Project Community Split State. Thank you so much for that and for what you're doing here with your business here in the Milwaukee area. We'll be sure to come by and check you out in your location there, and we'll spread the word.
All right, we appreciate it.
All right, Jason Austin, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. And right now on the 12 News mobile app, you can find all of our live interviews on the 12 News at 4 with black-owned businesses and a link to the NBA.com's complete list of the 10 restaurants you should try here in the city. And of course, we bring in Mark after we're talking about food.
See what I'm doing over here.
Yeah, his face lit up when he talked about his family. Your face lit up talking about food.
Now that sounds terrible. I'm sure Jason's family is wonderful, but I know his food is wonderful because I've had his food, and it's absolutely amazing. The problem is I don't see any of that anywhere near here.
I know, and then now we're just hungry.
Is that selfish of me? Yes, it is.
It's hungry of you.
Sometimes.
I'm with you on that boat.
We start at 4 o'clock and we always throw in a little food to make people like, oh, I need to eat. And now I need to eat. However, I got to talk about this storm that's coming in. So let's get to it. Right now, it's quiet. Look at how beautiful it is. We take you out to Carroll University. Not much snow left, but that could be changing. Could be some sleet as well. Might be some freezing rain. Here's the thing. It's still a little bit unknown exactly how this is going to play out. Look at that sun reflecting through. That's the couture that's going up here. 39 degrees right now with beautiful clear skies. We do have some clouds in our northern counties. We take you up to Elkhart Lake and Road America. There's actually a little flurry that just came flying through. That's that one little pocket where we're seeing a little bit of sprinkles and flurries. That's not going to be a big deal. All right. What's coming our way? Freezing rain, sleet, and grapple. Maybe not grapple, but certainly freezing rain and sleet. Best way to do this? Donuts. Still on the food thing, aren't we? Oh yeah, a glazed donut, that's freezing rain. It comes down as rain, it hits the ground, and then it becomes ice. Sleet freezes, starts as a raindrop, freezes before it hits the ground. It's an ice pellet. Grapple is a snow pellet. It's like Dippin' Dots. Remember having Dippin' Dots as a kid? It's exactly like that. So how does rain work? The layer of warm air is deep enough. It usually starts as snow. Almost all rain does, but it becomes rain. Freezing rain, shallow layer of freezing right near the surface, so it doesn't have time to freeze up. Sleet, a little bit thicker in the area of cold, and so it does freeze again. Starts as snow, melts, and then freezes, becomes that little ice pellet. If it's cold enough throughout the entire column, it's all snow. Is it a wild weather week? A wild weather week? Yes, it is. Thank you, Elmer Fudd. Sprinkles and a flurry is possible for tonight. Mostly cloudy skies, cool conditions. Tuesday's quiet. Tuesday night, some light snow moving in. Then it's Wednesday and Thursday. It's this whole mess that's going to come moving in. What are we talking about here? Massive snow accumulations into parts of Minnesota, northern Wisconsin. This is the concern for us. Where is that heavy area of freezing rain going to end up? It's going to be really close to us. Better chances will be in our southern counties. Sleet is so much better than freezing rain. You can still drive on sleet, but I don't care if you got a four-wheel drive or a tank. You can't drive on freezing rain because it's a sheet of ice. It does not work out well. If the low stays south, we'll see more of the mix. We'll see more of the snow. If the low goes north, it will push that rain farther to the north, and it's possible we could have just rain for much of the event right along the border. It's going to be really close, but I think we have to worry about freezing rain, especially in our southern counties. 1 to 3 inches of sleet, possibly some rain, freezing rain. Then north of that, including into the northern portions of Fond du Lac and Sheboygan counties, mainly snow, where more than 6 inches of snow could fall. I think the better chance of seeing more than that, though, will be up in the Fox Valley, extending towards Green Bay. Quiet day on Tuesday. Enjoy. Just be prepared as we ramp up for the nastiness. Tuesday night, little light snow. Wednesday, chance of rain, snow, or ice, or all of the above. We'll do that again on Thursday. Rain, snow, or ice, or all of the above, and probably all, depending on where you are in our area. Impact days for now will likely upgrade these to alert days. Another chance for light snow later in the day on Friday. Quiet weekend ahead, and then another chance for rain or snow as we head into next Monday. Talked about this last week. It was going to be an active week. Well, we're going to live up to that.
So we're no longer calling it a wimpy winter?
Well, not a wimpy week overall.
Okay, all right, not a wimpy week.
Overall, the winter still would be, in my opinion, on the wimpy side. And now we're going to get it all the way into May.
Right.
Thanks, Mark.
A new addition coming to one of America's most recognizable monuments. The work that will be done under the Lincoln Memorial and how it will shed light on important moments in civil rights history.